Hello everyone, and welcome to a little bit of a teaser for an Excel workshop that we've been working on in institutional research in conjunction with the Center for Faculty Development here at USM. My name is Chris Lowe, and I am the Data Literacy Program Manager for Institutional Research, and I will be leading the workshop once we get everything launched officially later this year. We do plan to launch in fall of 2026 for the broader USM staff and faculty population. So this is just a little bit of a window into what you might be able to expect if you decide to attend. The course itself is planned to consist of 6 one-hour sessions that cover what I believe to be introductory level concepts for people who've never touched Excel before, all the way through intermediate level concepts for people who are familiar with Excel but may not quite be advanced users yet. So unless you're a very advanced user, I think there's something to be had for everyone. The subtopic we're going to cover today as an example is filtering. This comes from session 2, so this is a pretty foundational concept, but I think it's a good way to illustrate the kind of thing you might be able to expect in terms of our style and just the kind of things that we're going to look at. So you see here I have a sample data set. It's fake. There's nothing real about it, as you can see from the names. We just had a little bit of fun with our quote-unquote students. But I do believe that it's fairly representative of what you might expect to see in your daily workflows if you're working with data. So we have several different columns here that have several different attributes for these students. And if you're looking at a data set like this, especially if it's bigger than this, and it's almost always going to be bigger than this, sometimes you want to reduce clutter. There's certain things that you want to see, and you want to hide things that don't fit your criteria. That's where filtering comes in. So to apply a filter, you just select the column or columns that you want to apply them to. And there's two different ways that you can actually do it easily. Most of the time you're going to want to select everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose this little triangle here in the corner between the column and row headers. That's going to select the entire sheet. And then you can either do it in the Home tab here in the Editing section. You'll see a funnel icon with some letters. You can choose that and then apply a filter there. You can take the filters away by just selecting that again. You can also go to the Data tab, and under the Sort and Filter section, there's a filter option there. You can select Filter. It does the exact same thing. You can remove it the exact same way. But either way, once you get those applied, you can start filtering. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this little extra one there. And so now that we have our filters applied, or at least the options for filters applied, we can start drilling down into what we want to see. So if you click on one of the drop downs that it creates by the column headers, you can go into that column and it gives you a list of everything that's there. If we just want to look at a couple individual people, we can deselect select all, and we can just select those people's names and then click OK, and you'll see those are the only two people that show. But from the row numbers here, you see we skip from 5 to 9. That means rows 6 through 8 did not meet our criteria, so they were hidden. They have not been deleted from the sheet. It's just hidden. Once we apply a filter, if we want to clear the filter, not remove the option for the filter, but just to clear the criteria that we've done, we can either go back into that drop down and choose Clear Filter. If I'm going to go ahead and apply another one here, you can also go to where you applied the filter in the first place and clear it either here under the Home tab. You have the option there as well. Let's say that you want to apply more than one filter. You can do that. Let's say you want to just look at females. I've went ahead and applied that filter here. We only are looking at our female students, but we want to look at females from Forest County. You can, with that sex filter applied, you can go into County and then choose Forest. Click OK, and then you'll see we only have females from Forest County. And you can stack that as much as you want to. So now that we've kind of shown how to apply a filter, how to get rid of one, and just kind of explore why you would want to use one, I'm going to briefly cover some more obscure options. So based on the data type of the data that you're working with, several special options will appear under the drop down. So we're going to look at color filters, text filters, number filters, and date filters. Firstly, you'll see that I've highlighted a few of these students here. There's no particular reason, let's say for the sake of the video, that these students have some outstanding coursework that needs to be submitted for their cumulative GPA to be completely accurate. If you just wanted to hone in on those students, you can click on any of the columns that have a different color applied. In this case, any of these would work, but we're just going to go under name. You'll see filter by color, and you'll see the normal cell color as well as the highlighted color. We're going to choose the highlighted color, and there you go. It's just the folks we've highlighted. If you're dealing with a number, like the hours taken column, if you go into the drop down, you'll see number filters. And there are several different options here. For the sake of brevity, we're not going to go over everything today. But let's say we just want to look at people who took more than 12 hours. We can choose that option, type in 12, click OK, and there you go. The only people that are still selected are people who took more than 12 hours. If you're dealing with a date, very similarly to number filters, you'll see date filters. We're not going to go into, again, everything, but this is, you can kind of drill into the week, month, quarter, year. You can set before, after, and between filters, pretty much anything you want. And then let's just say we want to see only people who were born in December. We're going to choose all dates in the period. We're going to go December. And then there, as you can see, the only people that are shown are folks who were born in December. Lastly, for text fields, like a name, for instance, if you go into that column, you will see text filters. Very, very similar to everything that we've seen so far. We're just going to say we want to see people whose last names begin with B. Since the name format is last first, all we have to do is choose begins with. Type in B, select OK. And there you go. We're only seeing Simone Biles and James Bond. We are going to go into this topic in a little bit more detail in the course itself. We'll look at some more specific examples, but this is just a brief overview, a brief little teaser into what we will cover with filters. And this is just one topic in a broader set of topics that we will cover in session 2. I do hope that you've gotten something out of this video, and I do hope to see y'all at our sessions when we get started later on. Thank you so much.